Yo, what's up? So, somebody commented asking for a SellPad, and I'm assuming it's this type of SellPad because this one is what mainly everyone likes. Because the other one is just pressure plate. No one likes pressure plates, sadly. Sorry, but here I just made a really basic one, and I'm not even done with it yet. Like I just decided to make one for my server and have it like doing his mob drops and stuff, but pretty much all that's really being done here is an ID scoreboard, which is a scoreboard that will give every single player that joins the lobby a ID number. And with that ID number, that's how when you're on the pad, it doesn't like jumble up and just give you someone else's stuff to you or your stuff gets given to someone else. It's all on your own ID. So it's a little confusing, but it's nothing that hard. Oops. Sorry, sidebar. So on the left side of my screen is where my scoreboard is. It is the ID scoreboard, which is basically the whole system that runs this entire thing. So the IDG is the ID giver, and what I'm doing with that to make it so like I was thinking about a way to where you just like keep your ID number forever, so then I could do a lot cooler things with that, but I decided not to right now because I'll probably do that later on. But as of right now, I have this system. Because if I leave it on and just have your same ID for the forever, this line right here would have to go about down there. But all right, so it's just like a regular player offline scoreboard, but the only reason it's doing it's not a player offline, it's removing it and giving you a new number every single time like you come into the game. Like say your ID number 2 and then you leave and then you rejoin and then say there's like 6 people in and then you join and then it gives you ID number 7. That's basically what it does. So first things first is a test for at all. You want to get a compensator, I'm pretty sure that's what's called. A comparator. Yeah, I don't do redstone, but here's a comparator. We get a redstone. We get a observer facing this way. And then you want to do slash scoreboard objective remove ID. Um, impulse needs redstone. For the second one, it's going to be chain, always active, unconditional. It will be scoreboard objectives, add ID dummy. Then the third one will be chain conditional, always active. It is slash scoreboard players operation IDG ID equals at P bracket scores equals squiggly bracket ID equals 0 squiggly bracket close off and then close that off. And then it is ID equals IDG ID. And then that's for that little thing. And then this is how your ID number generates and stuff. So first you want to do scoreboard players add everyone ID 0. Gonna be repeating, always active. Chain, always active. Execute as add player bracket scores equals squiggly bracket ID equals 0 and then close it off. Then you want to run scoreboard players add IDG ID 1. And after that, chain, always active, scoreboard players, operation, at P, scores equals, ID equals 0, ID equals IDG ID. So basically, whenever IDG generates a new number for a new player, it will give that player the number. And for the cell pad system, I have it on reinforced deep slate right now. First thing you want to have is execute at everyone, scores equals ID equals 1. Close it off. Run test for block tilde tilde -1 tilde. So it is 1 block under your player. Then it will detect the block, which is reinforced deep slate for me. It can be any block in the entire game. It doesn't really matter. Personal preference. Then the next one is clear app. So this one right here is the start of your entire cell pad. And for this, it is going to be a repeating conditional, always active. And So it would be your first the first thing you want to sell in your sell pad. So for me, I have bone, which is you want to do a clear at p scores equals ID equals 1, then get that off. The item that you want 0 1, so it's data 0, and then item number 1, so it only sells 1. Then the second one is the sell, so it'd be slash scoreboard players add at piece scores. You know, this. It's just how to detect the ID. Then you want to do your sell, which for me it's M sell because I have multipliers, but for you it would be just like money or M. And then you want to put the number, how much you want to give them, and make sure that this is on chain, conditional, always active, and that's just one. So if you want to add more, like I did, you want to go to a chain, unconditional, always active. You want to do the same thing as the first one, except for you change the item name. And for the second one, it's the same thing as that one. It's just chain, conditional, always active. It is slash scored players add at p scores equals ID equals 1, and then your sell. So it's just that infinitely. You can do as many as you want, as many items as you want. Hell, you could even do item for all these, which I've done in a server before. It sucked because there's so many blocks I had to put down. Oh, but and then for multiple players, which is like 11 players, which is what max is going to be on here, and I recommend you do 11 players only because that is a difficult process. But basically, what you want to do, let's see, for this, I have this as a clear. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to change it to ID equals 2 and do the same thing because this one's the cell. And then I'm going to put this one to ID equals 2. And this one right here is ID equals 2. It's the same thing with this, this, etc. You know, so all these are just different ID numbers. They're all the same thing as this first one, just different ID numbers, which is exactly what you're gonna have to do. So you want all of your other ones to be exactly the same as your first one, just a plus ID number, like a different ID number. So I'm gonna do this entire line really quickly. For you, it'd be very short time because I'm gonna speed it up. But for me, it's gonna be forever. So I'm gonna do this really quickly, and I'll just run down the exact same thing what I do for every single one of these, which I'm gonna have to do later. I'll just do it right now. So enjoy this little time lapse. Hope you guys enjoy. And that's about it. So that entire process was about this many command blocks. I don't want to talk about it. And I have to do that about uh, 9 more times. Yeah. And I'm planning on expanding these because I'm gonna add some other items like farming items and stuff for my SellPad. But this is basically it right now. Um, Eventually, when I have my SellPad set up like fully, I'm gonna add a button that tells you how much each item is worth if you have the item on you. Say you have bone, so you have bones, and then if you press this button and you have bones on you, it will tell you how much each bone costs or how much each bone sells for. And say you have bone, spider eye, and a wither skeleton skull, then it will tell you all three of those. Like for you, your individual person. I plan on doing that. It doesn't sound hard. I've never done it before, but it doesn't sound hard. So I'm gonna do it later. But as of right now, this is all you really need, and I will show it off that it actually works. So we're gonna get reinforced deep slate, which is what the block is on. In the items that I have gunpowder, I have a spider eye. I'm just testing spider because I think I spelled it wrong. With a skeleton skull. I have raw beef, or no, raw beef. What else? Rotten flesh. We're going survival for this. All right, 100 gunpowder. Oh, okay. I forgot that it is all of them at once, and didn't do my raw beef. Why is that? Let's find out. Where's my beef at? It is not this one. It is not this one. It is you. Did I spell it wrong? Oh. Oh, it's just beef. It's not raw. I'm stupid. Sorry. So go over here and go to beef, and now it will sell. Cool. All right. I'm about to fix up my chicken too. But, anyways, this is pretty much it. Someone suggested this, and I decided to make one because that was a good idea. So here you go. If you like the tutorial, let me know. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you want to. I'll make more videos later if you guys just suggest something. Like, honestly, I will make it if you suggest it, and I will make it. But hope you guys have a great day, night, evening. I'll see you guys later.